I met me down there, hang out in the middle of Tivoli. Said this was cool. How me gonna explain that to TVJ by the week? No way possible. Yeah guys, so welcome back to my channel. I'm not even bother do no recap. I'm just gonna pick up from which part I left off because I have so much to tell you guys. I can't even tell you all of it because I don't want the vlog to be too long. But let me tell you something. You see, when I got to the Airbnb, when we get to the Airbnb, nobody couldn't tell me, say, me never reach in a life. Me fully did reach in a life. Guys, the place have like a staircase to heaven. And me I said to the man, I said to the Uber driver, say, I don't think I so because I'm flattered say things I got the shmoney, but obviously this is some uptown people thing and I don't think I so, but it was just so. And you know, I'm take out my bag and thing and everything was great in life and then guys, the place have elevator. The place have elevator. As some me did know, say me did fully reach in a life. The place have elevator. We go down people on elevator, we know some have to take picture and thing. And got to the unit, put in key in the door. I'm not gonna go around, you know. But I start get afraid because now it's a lit me. It's a dawn for me say at 11 o'clock at night. But then I was in a foreign country. At this point, nobody knew I was even here. Cause I never tell nobody. So I left the country. I never tell no. Only person who didn't know, the man who used to record the video, them. Nobody else. My mother never know, my sister never know, my brother, nobody else. Not my Instagram, nobody never knows somebody in this foreign country. And I just never know if I expect the place dark and no, I'm just afraid. So I open the door and I'm not gonna lie to you know, I never did know what to expect, but this was more than I was expecting for sure. Because guys, be honest, talk truth. When we watch like Narcos and them things, they make Colombia look pop down, don't. So I didn't expect, you know. I never expect nothing as I say, but it was way more than I was expecting, what it turned out to be. So I walk around the place, I kind of did afraidish. First, I left all of my bag them out the road, you know. I left all of my bag them out the door because I watch TikTok, and TikTok people them say, sometimes people hide on the bed and them something there, I hide in the apartment and then them just, you know, I'm just afraid. So I left my bag them out so, I walk around the apartment in case nobody in there. And then if I see them, we just walk through and grab back them and everything. We have a plan on everything. So I'm in the record same time. Anyway, I never did see nobody at first glance. So I carry my bag them. And I remember one next TikTok lady did say them hide on the bed. So I did have to lift up the bed and see, but the bed is up on the ground. So nothing never did there for see. And then I kick out my door, boom, flick out door, bathroom door in case, you know, little thief, any little robber boy in the bathroom. I never in there, so you know, I did good in my life again. But then one door did there and it did lock. And I did afraid. I never want to open it. Would you believe, sir? Me got my bed without even opening that door there. I just said to myself, say, listen, sir, Mr. Robber Boy, if you are hiding at the laundry place, you just stare at my laundry place. We could just respect each other's space. You don't have to come out here, so me definitely not going in there, so just make we respect each other's space and you know, we're good in our life. So I go to my bed and nobody never did in there because you know, daylight now, I see the place in the daylight. I woke up to this view that was incredible. So you know, so I did have to video it, I did have to snap it, and I did have to take one picture it, right? And you know, I get comfortable in the place, so I finally open the door, as I said, it was actually the laundry room. So no thief and a robber boy never in the laundry room. So I did alright. Anyway guys, so let me pause here just to say, there are 3 central characters to this story, right? 3 central characters. My first 3 friends I met in Colombia. We have Leroy, we have Joey, we have Doug. Now, first person I met was Leroy. Guys, when I woke up that morning when I first got to Colombia, I put on my clothes and I said I go for a walk. By the way, the place just, oh, I could breathe. Like, yeah man, I could have breathed. Yes, I'm supposed to, this was my current life. Yes, I'm meant for be, this is how I'm meant to live. And the place was green and nice. And I somehow realized, by the way, when me book this Airbnb, me never know say the place in our uptown place. So it actually was an uptown place. You see, I'm lucky. All of that trip so far, you know, just pan a whim, and I'm lucky so far, uptown community and bear things. So I walk up and down the night. It was very obvious it's an uptown community. It was like a cherry garden or book type of thing. You see the vibe. Anyway, I get up and I go walk and thing. I end up walk for hours until I book up on this coffee shop that was so cute. So I said, I could just, stop and get some breakfast there. It was like noon at this time. In enters Leroy. This is where I met Leroy. Now Leroy is such a sweet soul. He doesn't talk much. He listens very well, and he's just like, his personality is top tier. So anyway, we were talking until we decided that we're just gonna like hang out for the day. And then we were hungry, so we decided to go get Colombian food. So we're there getting Colombian food, eating Colombian food. It was good. It was alright. But then Leroy says, you know what, we should go clubbing tonight, and you know your girl. Me not reject that. So we decided to go clubbing. So in order to go clubbing at early-ish, because we needed to get food first, like dinner first, then go clubbing. I said, we needed to pack up and leave now and go home now. So we needed takeaway boxes. Takeaway boxes, guys. But remember, we're in a Spanish country. Now Leroy speaks no Spanish. Leroy has been there for months. Leroy speaks absolutely no Spanish. None. Zilch, nada. Him rely 100% on the translator on him phone. Him and the translator. You look so, him and the translator. Him and the translator that. Him not speak one lick of English, Spanish. Him not speak no Spanish. Anyway, we need takeaway boxes. So I'm tell him what to tell the man, the restaurant already there. I'm tell him what to tell the man. Him go up to the counter. Listen what I tell Leroy now. I tell Leroy, I'm never give him a full sentence. I'm just tell him, Kaha para yebar. Kaha para yebar. That's all I told him, right? Because it means takeaway box. You don't have to use no full sentence for man no say 1 2 box for go for takeaway. Tell me why me sit down there and me see one bag of akin out a go on. One bag of akin out, Leroy up there, ack out. I say, I want in a takeaway box for ack out, so me get up and go look. Leroy up there tell the man, Baja pasta. And I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, we'll get the box and we'll fast forward now, a night now. So Leroy messaged me and said, I'm going to introduce me to my friend Joey. He's also American. Now Joey is like, he's blonde or redhead, one out of the two, I can't remember. He's like this tall, and he has absolutely no fear in his bones. None. I meet Leroy now, right? So we go to dinner and I meet Leroy for the first time. We're there talking, drinking, and he's telling me, oh my God, there's this place. I'm listening out for this place because it must be somewhere that I need to go. I'm listening out for this place. He's like, oh my God, this place is called the Brunch, and so I've been there, right? And he's describing it to me. So I'm like, okay, it's this lawless place. So listen to the story. I listen to the place that I should know about.
So there's this place, right? It's lawless. It's 2 blocks of just lawlessness, right? It's not police. Police can't go down there. Taxi drivers won't even carry down there. They'll let you off at the top of the road and you have to walk down. So I went down there with my dog, a one-eyed chihuahua. I went down there with my dog, right? Just to look, because, I wanted to see what it was like.
Pause story. Joey is as white as my yai ball. And him about 1 year chihuahua plus him redhead. So you cannot stand out anymore. Back to story.
I'm there walking, right? And I'm just like seeing people, crackheads, just shooting up in the street, and they're fighting over more drugs, and it's just so violent, and it was just so cool. And then I was hungry, and I just got hungry. So there's this lady selling fried chicken, so I went up to her.
In the Bronx.
I went up to her to get some fried chicken, and she was so nice. I said, I'll buy you some fried chicken too. The lady was like, no, if you're gonna buy me fried chicken, I'm gonna take you to a fried chicken spot.
The fried chicken lady says she's gonna take him to a fried chicken spot. So he's like, oh, she was so nice. So
she took me to a spot and we got some excellent fried chicken.
And I'm like, pause story. I'm like, Joey, the lady, it's not that she was being nice. It's like a hustle. She knows her fried chicken is shit. And because you are buying her fried chicken, she's not gonna eat her shit. She's gonna take you to the good fried chicken spot. Which is why you bought fried chicken from the 2 spots. Back to story.
So I'm there eating my fried chicken and it was so good, man. And guess what I saw? I saw some prostitutes. Because did you know prostitutes are allowed in the Bronx too? No police, nothing. And they're just like doing their thing in the street and everything is just out. So I had to start recording.
In the Bronx.
I had to start recording. And the next thing you know, this lady was coming at me in a high-speed chase and she was chasing after me and I didn't know what was happening.
You didn't know what was happening? You're recording a prostitute with her face and everything, doing her work. And you didn't know, in the Bronx, you didn't know what's happening?
You know what, Anna? The fried chicken lady saved my ass.
Because you bought her fried chicken. That's Joey. Joey is so adventurous. Joey is hilarious. Joey has no fear. He's so funny. Like, he was one of the coolest people I hung out with. I hung out with Joey almost every day. He's amazing. And then we have Doug. Doug is like a father figure to us all. Doug is like in his 50s or 60s. And guys, you know who he reminds me so much of? You know that dad from We Are the Millers? Don. He reminds me so much of Don. He looks just like Don. He looks just like Don. He behaves just like Don. Yo. So as I said, he's like blonde. He has blonde hair, I think, or probably redhead too. But he's like tall and he is white. He's pale. So he stands out too. Anyway, I met Doug at dinner. Now, another dinner with me, Joey, Leroy, right? And now Doug. Now, there's a thing in Colombia that you need to know about. They hustle. You'll be eating dinner, because most of the restaurants you sit on the outside. You'll be eating dinner and people just randomly come up and start singing for you and start dancing. Like, this dance group came up to us and just started dancing, and they ended up dancing to Jamaican music. Yay, Jamaican music. When me hear Jamaican music, you know, me say, me nearly kick out the chair. Me can't dance now. But see me come like bashment dance in Colombia, you know. So me I do some bashment things. Me do some bashment things, it's supposed to be bashment things, but me can't dance for shit. But you know me I represent. There's no way. Me not hear one song in English, much less me I hear one song me I hear one Jamaican song, and then I do the Jamaican movement too, you know. I was so proud. Anyway, they will just come and start dance and sing and do all sorts of something. Because it's an uptown area, they tend to get like more tips and stuff. But you know, like everybody knows that the moment you start looking at them is the moment you gotta pay them. We all know this though. So at first, when we first came, we started, you know, we're like all supporting them. But then, listen, every 5 seconds a new one comes. So we learned to just stop looking. Now back to dinner with Doug. As I was saying, Doug is like the sweetest soul. He doesn't think anybody's conning him. He doesn't think anybody's scamming him. He's just like the purest soul. When I tell you, he is just like Don in We Are the Millers. Anyway, so we're at dinner now, and this guy comes with a camera, and he's like one of the hustler people. He comes with a camera and he's taking people's pictures for like a fee. Anyway, we all sat to the table. We spot him from a mile away, and we're all saying at the table, "Don't look, he's coming now. Don't look, he's coming now." You know who looks? Doug. Doug looked, and then a man came over to him to pay to get some money for the picture that we could have used our phone to take. And Doug is like, "Oh no, it's okay. This is different. This is a picture taken by a Colombian in Colombia," and we're just like. Doug gives the man like so much money, like 30 grand. But the problem is that Doug kept converting it back to American dollars. Like, there's no way, you should not be doing that. It's gonna work out to be so much money. And in any event, he was just like, "No, it's okay, it's just $4 or whatever it is," and he just gives the man. And as I told you, sweet as soul. But he's so susceptible to getting conned, right? So anyway, fast forward now, just to explain to you, you know, Doug's personality type, because this leads up to something else, another day. Fast forward, another day. So we go to brunch, and it was me, Doug, and Joey. Joey had to take Popeye, the dog, to the vet, and so it was just me and Doug. I never had anything to do that day, so, because that was the day that I was supposed to be traveling. I'll tell you about that in a minute. And that was the day I was supposed to be traveling, so I never had anything to do. It was just me and Doug. Doug was like, we could just, you know, hang out. And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Then he asked me, have you ever been to El Centro? So I said, no, I haven't been to El Centro. He says, have you ever taken the train? I said, no, I haven't taken a train. And me no business when no one wants to say, me no have no train which part me come from. So anywhere me go and me say train me, I go frighten over it. Somebody walk up on the people in train. Guys, it is very important to note that, my attire at the time. You know, some sock and skirt, something, some belly skin blouse, one bag of excitement that go on, because, you know, we're going to brunch, and I had to represent, as a Jamaican, I have to represent my peoples and all these things. So anyway, we got to brunch, and we're in this outfit, and now it's me and Doug walking to the train station. Walking to the train station, entering the train station, people just start looking at me in a way, and I'm like, Doug, are you sure I'm okay? He's like, yeah, you're fine, Anna, you're fine. It quickly became obvious to me that I wasn't fine. I realized that I was looking like a one of them hookers, like 10 a.m. hookers. So clearly I looked like a prostitute because the outfit, and it was 10 a.m. I was like, you know what, done gone bad, waiting on a train. First train comes. The train is so packed, okay? There is no way he could get on. Doug is there, try force himself to go in that train, you know. And me I tell you, say, half a dog body out the road and half a dog body in that train. And Doug is like, come on, Anna, come on. And I'm like, sir, come on where? Who are you? Come on and go nowhere. Come on, fight you, come, we're waiting on the next train. So he's like, oh man, okay. So he comes and we decide to wait on the next train. The next train comes, and guys, let me just say, I am no stranger to packed transportation. I put where me come from. I'm used to take JUTC bus and coaster bus from downtown Kingston to Portmore every day. Me used to all jump on bus before it stopped. So when it stopped and the door opened and me first reaching. I know the style and I know the trick that me used to do. So I'm no stranger to none of this. So when me tell you about the train packed, it did pack. So the next train comes now and it was packed, but we could have get out. We squeeze our way through and we're good to go. I'm there riding on the train. Doug is talking up this Center. He's like, him and Joey went there yesterday and it was amazing and it was just so Colombian and there's nothing like it in the world. And I'm like, wow. Apparently, you know, as I said, they went there yesterday. Guys, Doug touches me and he says, we need to get off at this stop. So I'm like, okay, so I'm not seeing anything at this point because we're getting into another train station. So I get off the train, we're going down some steps, and he's like, this is it, Anna. And I'm like, so I look for camera them, you know, because I say, it must have been pumped. I look for so I say, guys, it is downtown Kingston on steroids. That's what it is. Downtown Kingston on steroids. It pack. You have homeless people all over there asleep, just randomly, just not in some corner, but just randomly, like you're like walking at the crowd and just book up on a homeless man right there. So you see people, prostitute over there, so prostitute over here, so like it's like downtown Kingston on steroids, downtown Kingston on crack. I'm telling you. And Doug is like, isn't this amazing? And I'm like, amazing how? He's like, the hustle and the bustle. And I'm like, this is not safe. This is very dangerous. Okay? We need to go. But I never told him we need to go in, like, I was saying it in my mind. I never told him. I was like, let me give the place a chance because there's no way. These two men spent like hours here yesterday. I know they're reporting that this was great. There must be something I'm missing. So I told him to lead the way and he's like, and over here, you couldn't walk here a couple years ago. You'd get shot. And I'm like, guys, the more he's showing me and the more he's talking, I'm just hearing Tivoli. When Dudu sit down there. You know, that scene that it had given me. Tivoli when Dudu stayed down there. That's where I currently was at. And then I said I couldn't do it no more because all me go report to TVJ by the week say, me a Jamaican make one Midwest brunette blonde hair man tell me say this was safe and make me down there hang out in the middle of Tivoli. Said this was cool. How me go explain that to TVJ by the week? No way possible. So I say no, me a take charge. We a go. Which part Joey there? Joey him say Joey vet. They don't so and him know which part it there because them did it yesterday. Me like idiot make the man start lead the way. Tell me where we are walk for hours and last. We finally hear see here dog now? That's odd. I don't remember hair. And I'm like, you don't remember hair? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Finally find out that we lost. I'm going to just have to fully take charge now. So me with my purse this. Because guys, it's so crowded and I'm trying to explain to Doug that it would be safer if it weren't this crowded. Not safe, but safer if it weren't this crowded. Because what the thief them do is them want a place crowded, them go grab a bag and them go run. And because the crowd there, you can't run them down. And he's like, but it's so crowded, people will stay there, people will, stop the thief. Sir, nobody not running on your altercation to stop no thief. Talk truth, if me down there and thief, me see thief around, you think me I chuck off my good clean body for stop no thief? I go look at you and say, oh God, sorry sir, but that as far as it go, me not chuck off and nothing like me I mean, named Tommy Ranger or whatever the man one name, go check off your no fight. No, that's not how that's gonna go. So if I explain this to him and him still not get it. So if I power through, he's like, boy, you walk so fast, huh? And I'm like, some of you do take one little stroll in a Tivoli when they just stood down there. So I said, come, I don't want nothing do him, you know. I tell him, say he's a sweet soul, I don't want nothing do him. So I tell him, come, he's like, but then walk, I'm here, walk. Something looks like look behind me, no dog. I said, Jesus Christ, them kidnap him now. Eat this, them kidnap him, no dog. Only for stop, I'm just me scan properly. Me see dog down this one stand. Him say fruit man, and him take the fruit, then little gold, so him start to buy some fruit. And I dog this down there, me glad Tivoli when do this down there. Beautiful, amazing. And I'm just like, I for grab him and say, come, we're for power walk again. Because our next thing we do, the fruits cost what, like $1,000. The man drop like 10 grand on the fruits man. So not only you have me looking like a $10 hook or 10 o'clock in the morning, but you have one pale man, blonde hair man, and eat fruits in the middle of Tivoli. We just drop 10 grand for something that cost 1 grand. Target, we scream targets. We need to get the hell out of here. And then when we finally meet up to Joey, Doug is telling Joey, oh man, wouldn't you know it? She doesn't like it. She thinks it's so dangerous. Joey's like, no, Anna, it's not dangerous. And I'm like, so when we met up later with our Colombian friends, we decided to ask our Colombian friends, have you ever been to El Centro? That's where we were today. The Colombian friends were like, you were there? You were in El Centro? Like by yourselves? You were there? And then I was just like looking at them. I was looking at everybody. I was looking at Joey. I was looking at Doug. I was looking at the Colombian people because I did not need Colombian people to tell me that this place was dangerous. At Jamaica, I come from. Sir, I can't identify danger when I see it. I know it's dangerous. They're like, oh man, because you know in Midwest, we don't have this kind of hustle and bustle. So we thought this was cool. And I'm like, well, it ain't and it's not safe. So that is Doug, and more or less that was Doug the whole trip. Like Doug he's the sweetest soul. Him not think nobody I can him, that's what I say so. About him nice, him well nice. Anyway, I'm telling. Pack up, part 4 next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share, you know.